First priority for an aspiring YouTuber should be to check if you are in focus, because I didn't, and now I'm refilming this whole video. Oh my god, I love my life. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and to another episode of RealiTEA PrioriTEA Edition. Woo! My brother bought this mug because he said when he saw it in the store, it reminded him so much of me that he would feel bad if he hadn't bought it for me, and if that doesn't say a lot about who I am as a person, then I don't know what does. On with the episode. So, as you guys probably know, if you watch any of my videos and or follow me on social media, which you should totally do, the links are in the description down below, just a little, you know. But I live a very, very busy life, and a lot of people have been asking me lately, hey Noor, how do you do so much stuff and not die? I normally answer that with, I am dead inside and I'm always dead, but also prioritizing. Now, I really didn't start prioritizing until a couple months ago when I started to get more involved in a lot more things, and I felt like I couldn't get anything done and like I wasn't being productive at all, or that when I did do something it took up way too much time and I couldn't finish everything on my plate and life was just like a big jumbo. I never really thought about prioritizing, and I never really thought about what that meant really, because I always thought, I mean, we all have to prioritize and everyone does that anyways, so like, what do you want me to do? Like, write stuff down? Hint, hint. Yeah, you gotta write stuff down. So I'm making today's video for three main reasons. One, to give you guys tips and tricks as to how I prioritize. Two, to remind myself that I need to keep on prioritizing because I don't always do it and I do need a reminder, so I'm making this to kind of knock some sense into myself because life is getting really crazy and it's only gonna get crazier because school is coming and that means a lot more stress, and I need to move on to number three because otherwise I'm gonna go insane. And three, to ask you guys for your tips on how you prioritize your life and or any advice on organizing events and things that you do. A little disclaimer before I give you guys my advice is that this is what has worked for me after trying out a couple of things. Every person is different and everyone needs to do different things in order to function as a human being, so what might work for me may not work for you guys, but hopefully this video can just bring attention and or make you think about prioritizing or starting to try and prioritize things in your life, because that's the first step, and how you do it is the next step that becomes a little bit more personalized to how you remember things and stuff like that. So yeah, moving on. The main way I prioritize things is by writing them down in this handy dandy journal. Yes, it is rose gold. Yes, it looks like a diary that I'm probably gonna read in 5 years from now in a video and just laugh at, but it's helping me, so I don't care. If I can give you one main takeaway from this whole video, it's to just write stuff down. If you're feeling overwhelmed and like you have a lot of emotions and whatever, write it down. If you have any events coming up that you haven't finished, or you just need to remind yourself to do the dishes, write it down, because seeing something down on a paper will get it, one, reinforced in your brain, and two, you can look back on it later once you're done procrastinating watching a bunch of videos and be like, oh yeah, that's a thing I needed to do. I should probably go do that. Which leads me to the second part of my advice in this video, is how to actually prioritize all of these things that you hopefully write down. For example, this was one especially stressful week where I wrote the journal entry thingamajig here. You don't need to read that. But I also wrote down just a list of all the stuff that I needed to do that week. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. I do a lot of stuff. I do too many things. Another advice in prioritizing: learn how to say no. Learn how to cross things off of your list that you just don't need to do. I'm just gonna say that now because I feel like it's not stressed enough. Just don't, okay? Please. Please don't. You'll die. I'm having a hard time in life. Now I'm gonna show you guys a chart thingamajig thing that I use to organize all the things that I write down and get all of them done in the most efficient way possible. Let me get a pen because that's probably gonna be helpful in this. I don't know. Can anybody tell me where are my pens? Here they are. Okay. So I'm gonna show you guys in my journal right here, and feel free to get a paper and do this yourself. I'm making this for both you and me, guys. Like, let's get our lives a little bit more together, you know? I feel like we could all use that. Anyways. So, first things first, you're gonna wanna draw something like this with a line and a line. And you are going to write on the top part of it, most important, not so important on the bottom, easiest, hardest. So once you get your lines, you're going to write this. What I do is most important, not so important, easiest and or least time it takes to do the thing, and hardest and or most time it takes to do the thing. From here, it's pretty self-explanatory. You take your list, which let's say this is a list of things you need to do on this side, and you're just gonna fill them in to one of these 4 places. Now, your golden place is obviously going to be right here, the stuff that is most important and will take the least time and or is easiest to do. Now, my main goal is to start doing one of these charts every week, to lay out all the things that I know I want to do that week and or know that I have to do that week, and just organize them here to get a basic idea of what I need to do, what's most important, what I need to cross off, things like that. Now, everybody's schedules change, and that's something that we have to deal with. Some things are going to be last minute, there are things that we can not account for, whatever, but just getting these basic ideas and outlines down of what is most important in your life and what you need to get done and what's easiest to get done and all of that stuff, it will help you so much in being a little bit less stressed and a little bit more organized, and that's something that I feel like we all could use. So yeah, that's my main thing I do to prioritize my life, basically. And when people ask me, you know, how do you do all the stuff that you do and not die? Again, my joke is normally that I am dead, but I prioritize, and I don't think I've ever shown anyone that I write things down or that I make this chart. So that's why I made this video, to show you guys what I do, because I feel like we can all help each other a little bit. Now, I know that there are hundreds of other methods of organizing how to prioritize your life and things like that. So if that is something that you're interested in, or maybe you didn't know about and now want to learn about, definitely go look that up and find other methods of organizing and prioritizing that work for you, because trust me, even the smallest things can be so helpful. Even if you don't do the chart thing, sometimes just writing stuff down can help me so much. But yes, that is my big secret, I guess, to prioritizing my life, and I still have a lot of work to do in this department. But yeah, we have now reached the end of this reality. If you have any other organizational and or prioritizing tips, please do leave them in the comments down below. I'd love to hear them, because any form of help and or tips would be greatly appreciated. I hope that the tips that I gave helped you out a little bit. If they didn't, I'm sorry, but maybe now you just have been brought to attention about these things and can go and find your own way to prioritize your life. That's the end of today's video. Make sure to like it down below and also subscribe down there and ring that notification bell should you want to become a part of my notification squad. I've never said that in a video, and that was probably for a good reason. Let's never do that again. Oh my god. I hadn't made a RealiTEA video in far too long, and just thought that I needed to get another one done because they're always very helpful to me, and apparently some of you guys like it, so that's really cool. Let me know if you guys like this videos in the comments down below as well. Wow, I'm giving you guys so much work to do. You know, priorities, man. We need to finish this. We need to get this done. Okay. You can watch my last video over here. Subscribe to my channel over here. Remember to stay anything but normal. I love you all very much. Goodbye! Am I wearing glasses so that I seem like I know what I'm doing and talking about, and that I'm more intelligent than I actually am? I don't know. Would I do that?